Hello everyone, VegasVic1965. I'm here on my son's plot. Noah, say hi, Noah.
Hi.
And this week is the last and final, the three-part series, and this third one is on enchanting tools. Is that right, Noah?
Yep.
Okay. So enchanting tools, there are a few tools. I'm going to go over those, the enchanting and how the best way to enchant those. And then most of you probably already know how to enchant them. There are some new folks to Minecraft, and there are some returning players. So we do have some enchants and the smart and right way to enchant. So without further ado,
let's find out.
hello everyone, VegasVic1965. Welcome back. Me and Noah are taking a ride around on our pigs. Hopping off. This should be. Who am I riding here? Ah, Sir Oinks a lot. Yes. What I have is a carrot on the stick. It is one of the tools, an old tool that people have used in the past. And by riding you can actually put a saddle on a pig. If you don't know that, probably many of you do. But then the pig goes wherever he wants to go, unless you have this, a carrot on a stick, and he will follow you around. So, but anyway, that was one of the tools I figured we'd probably just take a quick peek at. But this week's video is going to be on Minecraft tools overall. These are our 4 basic tools. The ones that we enchant the most are going to be, of course, the shovel, the pickaxe, and the axe. The other tools we have in here, I'll quickly and briefly go over those. Of course, a bucket, shears, a fishing rod, and you have the flint and steel and a shield. So let's get started over here. Matter of fact, I'll go over the quick ones first. To make a shear, nice and simple, you put 2 iron ingots in at this pattern, and as long as it's going to be there, or it could be over here like this, either of those patterns, and you will get yourself a set of shears, which I believe has about 65 uses on it. Now you can improve that by adding Unbreaking. Efficiency, I don't believe it really does much for it. Silk Touch can only be used on bedrock. You can put mending. But if you have an iron farm, there's really no reason to waste your levels enchanting one of these. You're probably just getting leaves or some other things that you may need. But overall, if you've got an iron farm, you have enough iron, making these is relatively simple. It's not that cost intensive. Next one we have is the flint and steel, and this is how we light our nether portals. And you can also burn things down, so be careful with it. And that's 1 flint and 1 ingot gets you the flint and steel. You can put Unbreaking on 1, 2, or 3 on it, and you can also put mending. It's up to you. I would never do it, but it's possible. Those are the possible enchants. And of course, in these, I want to make sure I mention to you guys that if you do enchant any of these tools, that you want to enchant the highest level first. So in this case, if we were to actually enchant the flint and steel, you'd want to put in the Unbreaking 3 if you can get it first, and then you put on mending. But again, that's not something I would do. Mainly it was just highest to lowest when you're enchanting. Next is our fishing pole. Here's the pattern in case, I know that some servers, when you get on there to play and you open up the crafting table, it doesn't show everything in there. And some of the things that you're looking to make are not there. So you either Google it and find out, or here you go, an example of a fishing rod. Now the enchants that you can put on the fishing rod, Noah, help me out with that.
It's Unbreaking 1 or Unbreaking 2 and Unbreaking 3 mending. 1 Luck of the Sea 1 to 3 and Lure 1 to 3. That's
right. Luck of the Sea 3, it's the highest. The Lure 3 the highest. Unbreaking 3 the highest, and mending. And of course you'd put those on as Luck of the Sea or Lure first, if you can get the 3, and then of course Unbreaking 3 if you can get it, and then finally mending, and you never have to repair your fishing rod. And with Luck of the Sea, what that'll do for you is it'll improve your chances of catching something other than junk. You can catch enchanting books, you can catch other fishing rods, enchanted fishing rods. You can also catch bows, and you can now with 1.13 that came out, you can start catching the Nautilus shells. There's a host of things that you can catch with that by having Luck of the Sea to improve your chances. Lure, basically what lure does is it increases the speed at which these fish, I guess, like your lure, and they go after it. So you'll catch fish or you'll catch items a lot quicker. And if you're using this, they say that the best time to use this is when it's raining and while you're in a boat. but it's up to you. As long as you've got sky access to this, that's where you'll do your best as far as fishing goes. Okay, so let's move on. Next thing we have is a shield. Now I have a whole multitude of different combinations of wood planks I've got in here, just to show you that it really doesn't matter. Right, Noah? That's our shield right there. One iron ingot, and then of course you have this pattern to get your shield. Now with the shield, the available enchants on the shield are Unbreaking 1, 2, or 3, and Mending. You can or can't, depending on, planks are relatively simple to get a hold of, and iron ingots aren't that bad. If you wanted to put those enchants on it, that's just fine. You can also, in some versions you may not be able to. I think I had a question the other day about PS4, and I still, I'm not quite sure if you guys can do this yet, but you can create a banner, and then you put your shield in the crafting grid, I know on Java version, and out pops this lovely looking shield that you can see. Just like that. What do you think, Noah? How's that look?
Good.
Pretty cool? Doesn't look as good from a distance, though. I mean, when you're looking at it on the crafting grid, I think it looks better. Doesn't it? For some reason. But the banner, I think it looks even better. What you got, buddy?
I'm going to come back and show you other banners I have. I want to show you.
Oh, I can't wait. Hold on just a second, buddy. All right, that takes care of putting a banner on a shield. PS4 guys, Bedrock guys, anybody playing in Legacy, give this a shot. This is the pattern that will actually work. If it does work for you, great. If not, then obviously the Bedrock devs have not allowed access to that just yet, but hopefully they will. Here's some banners that Noah has created. He does a lot with the banners. But anyway, let's get back to the tools. Let's hop on over here, Noah.
Okay.
Let's take a look at our main tools. Oh, I almost forgot to mention these up top. A bucket's relatively simple. 3 iron ingots in that pattern. You can even go one up above that, like there, and there. Same thing, we'll get you a bucket that we use. That is the tool. And there's the carrot on a stick. Basically make your fishing rod, and then put a carrot here, your fishing rod there, and boom, carrot on a stick, get a saddle, get a pig, and go have pig racing, right?
Yep.
Pig racing. All right, let's take a look at what most of the people here are here to look at. Curse of Vanishing, if you've seen the last 2 episodes that I've done, these can be found on that tool. I wouldn't suggest putting them on there, because what happens when you're using a tool like that, if you die and you run back to get your items, if you're able to get back to your body, the items that had Curse of Vanishing on them will be gone. They'll disappear. So that's not exactly an enchant you want to put on there. Let's take a look at the pickaxe, right?
Yep.
Okay, pickaxes. There's basically 2 types of pickaxes. You have a fortune pickaxe, or you have a silk touch pickaxe. Now there's 4 major enchants that you can put on here. Efficiency 5, or efficiency, any of the efficiencies 1 through 5. Then you have fortune 1 through 3. You have Unbreaking 1 through 3. And you have Mending. You want to put those in that order. Try to get the highest level if you can. I would not suggest combining books. When you start combining books, you may end up running into that fateful and undesirable little message on there in the anvil that says too expensive. So I strongly suggest that you get your villagers, and especially with 1.14 out. 1.14, you can get your villagers and pretty much get the enchanting books that you want from your villagers at great prices. So I have several videos. If you want to go take a look at my site, my channel, or my previous videos, and it goes through on how to cycle through librarian trades, and also you can probably cycle through the farmers, which are probably the next ones. So again, the enchanting that we're going to do on the fortune pickaxe is going to be efficiency 5, then fortune 3, and breaking 3, then mending. Efficiency improves the rate at which you can do what, Noah? What does efficiency do? It improves the rate.
It increases how fast you mine.
That's right, how fast you mine. How about fortune, Noah?
It increases how much you get from the ores.
That's right. Now, I had a question posed to me today on Reddit, and that was, can you get more ores by using a fortune pickaxe? No, you can't. Because in order to get the ore in the first place, you have to have silk touch, because otherwise you're going to get the raw diamond or the raw redstone when you use a fortune pick. Now, the thing with the fortune pick is the higher the level of that, 1 through 3, the more chance you have of getting more of that item. So, if you only have a silk touch pickaxe and you're out there and you've gotten some diamonds, use the silk touch pickaxe if you haven't got the fortune one, because you can always bring that back to your base, drop it on the ground, use your fortune pick on it, and get more diamonds. Okay, so the next pickaxe we're looking at is the Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and then the Silk Touch and Mending. With Silk Touch, Noah, tell us about Silk Touch.
When you break a block, if you like have a piece of diamond ore, it usually breaks into diamond. But if you have Silk Touch, it breaks into the regular ore.
The whole ore block.
Yep.
How about glass?
It breaks into that too.
Right, you can save your glass, for example. Very good. And again, the villagers are probably your best bet for getting a lot of these enchants. Silk Touch, as Noah said, will, for example, on a glass block, if you break it with anything else, it's just going to break and be gone. If you use a Silk Touch pickaxe, then you will get that glass back. And unbreaking, I don't think I mentioned in the past couple of episodes, but unbreaking mainly means that the durability of your pickaxe, your weapon, or your armor will last longer. There's also a very good chance that there will be no damage done to it. Whenever either damage is inflicted on you, or you use a tool, or you use a weapon, there is a good chance that nothing will happen. But eventually, it will wear down. But the higher the level of unbreaking, the slower that process happens. Now, I think I mentioned down here, more diamonds, more. Now, you can use, I personally, and Noah does too, we use our Fortune 3 pickaxe on something even more helpful, other than just ores, getting more diamonds and more redstone and more things like that. We can use it for coal, coal obviously, another type of ore, but also potatoes and carrots, especially if you're trying to build up a lot of emeralds. That's a great way to harvest your potatoes and your carrots. Now, it doesn't work that way for beetroot or wheat. You're only going to get more seeds. But if you are setting up a farm and you're going to trade those to your farmers to get emeralds, use a fortune pickaxe if you can get one, and you will get a lot more carrots and potatoes by that. A bigger yield. Now, if you used it on trees like the leaves, you'll get a better chance for apples and a better chance for saplings. So, it also works on another wort. Seeds from wheat and beetroot, I mentioned all that. Grass as well, grass seeds. Okay, so let's move on. We're going to go on to the axe, and I mentioned it last week as a weapon. This week we're going to look at it as mainly a tool. Again, there are two types. You have a very similar, like to the pickaxes. You have a fortune one, and you have an unbreaking 3 one. Now, a lot of you old timers that have been playing the game for a while saying fortune on an axe. Come on. Well, you can use this, the same thing that you see right here. You can use that on the carrots and potatoes if you want. Most of the time, people, they're going to save their diamonds up, and they'll just put that fortune on one of the pickaxes, normally carrying two, the Silk Touch and the fortune pickaxe. But you can do it with an axe, and you'll get a higher yield from leaves with saplings and apples, and of course carrots and potatoes, and seeds from the others. The other one here is Silk Touch axe. Now, the Silk Touch axe is probably mostly used for melons. Now, on the bedrock side, they can sell slices to the farmers that they have for emeralds. I believe it's either 12 or 16 is the max that they take currently. But on the Java side, the Silk Touch, we use the farmers take the whole melon, not just slices. So it's great to have a Silk Touch axe so you can run around and have the melons, and you won't lose any yield at all. Again, Silk Touch, better choice for full melons. So I think I went over the efficiency, the faster rate that you can break things. Silk Touch and Fortune I've gone over, and breaking I went over. Mending, of course, I have a guide out on mending if you haven't watched the previous episodes, and my guide on mending will help you repair your tools so you don't have to go back and try and repair them in an anvil, which can be quite costly over time. Now we're looking at shovels. Shovels, you have pretty much, it's the same enchants that you're going to put on the other tools that we just went over. Efficiency, fortune, unbreaking, mending. Again, if you enchant these, you want to put them highest to lowest. In this case, where you see fortune 3 and unbreaking 3, yes, they're both 3, but fortune 3 carries a much heavier penalty or much heavier weight in the game. So you want to put that one on first. Well, second, excuse me. Efficiency 5 first, then fortune 3, then unbreaking 3, then mending. Right?
Right, because if you put mending, it wouldn't really work.
Yeah, if you go backwards, sometimes you run into problems with trying to get it enchanted on.
Enchant it.
Yes, exactly. For the shovel, when it comes to fortune here, you're looking at pretty much the same thing as the axe for fortune, and you're going to get more leaves. But you can also get 100% of gravel. So if you're at the bottom of the ocean and you're looking for flint, whenever you use a Fortune 3 shovel, you will get flint every single time, right? Or if you find a gravel mountain, same thing. But it's also, like I said, good for saplings and for apples on leaves. Now, the Silk Touch one is mainly used for grass blocks, and if you definitely want to keep gravel around, especially for you folks playing Skyblock or playing Sky Grid, where it's very difficult to come across dirt, for example. You can combine gravel that you get with dirt, and you get between the 4 blocks, you have 4 blocks of one, 4 blocks of the other, and you can end up with 8 blocks of coarse dirt. And then all you do is till it, and guess what? You've doubled your amount of dirt. So you people out there playing Skyblock or Sky Grid, you just learned a new trick if you didn't know it already. So anyways, it's basically, I use it for grass blocks, but you can use it for gravel exactly the same way too. Now we get to the hoe. Enchantments, useless. Honestly, unless you're really rolling in diamonds, I see no reason to really make a diamond hoe or even enchant it, because you're not going to be out there tilling all the time. Once you've tilled everything you need, that's pretty much a trophy you can hang on the wall. You don't need it much. So, but they do have enchantments, and I'm just letting you know. The enchantments that are available to it are Unbreaking 1, 2, and 3, and Mending. Those are the only 2 enchantments that can be put on it. Why you would, I would have no idea. Tilling dirt and farmland is about all you really need. The tilling speed is exactly the same anyway, for whether it's made of wood or it's made of stone, if it's made of gold or made of iron, it's going to be the same tilling speed anyway. But if you've got tons of diamonds, go right ahead and make them. No, I think we pretty much covered everything in here. Did I miss anything at all?
No, not really.
Oh, what you got over here? Gravel?
Yep.
You going to give us an example?
I'm going to show you. Oh, oops. Forgot.
Well, you're all decked out, like you're in survival.
Yeah.
And you keep dropping it.
Oh, I don't know why.
No, did I miss anything?
Nope.
I think we pretty much covered everything on the board. Guys, if I missed anything or you have any questions, feel free to leave comments below. And yes, go ahead, Noah. What you got? Did it work?
Yep, it shows flint.
That's the 100% shovel?
Yep.
In action. Very, very good. All right, so anyway, Noah believes, and I believe, that we've covered everything in the enchanting guide for our tools, covered a few extra things and some basics. So if you like this video, click the like button. If you want to subscribe for future videos, I make a new video every Wednesday, have it usually edited and out by early Thursday morning. So if you want to subscribe, click the subscribe button to be notified of any new videos that I make. Again, I do them once a week. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Noah, what do you think? We did all right?
Yep.
Yeah, let's hope so. Other than that, guys, we shall see you on the next video next week. Goodbye.